still good. You know, it doesn't come across at the same time in sync that you watch it live, but it's still good. I still enjoy it.
It's on Disney Plus.
It was excellent.
Well, look who joined.
AJ.
It's on where?
Nikki, there's Nikki.
Hey,
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, we can
You
you
on
want
there
to introduce
twice.
yourself?
Nikki, you're on twice. I see your picture twice. Now, okay.
You have to unmute.
Mouth.
Nikki, you're on mute.
On my
I
laptop.
unmuted you.
Okay, there you go.
Introduce yourself.
I was late. My dog got sick, so we were dealing with.
Hey, stop. Come here.
Oh,
Hey.
Don't start.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
You guys look so good.
You too.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
I am Nicole Harris Johnson.
where the kids, Nikki? Where the kids?
Oh, I'll go get them. I just was trying to get myself up and running. Hold on.
Thanks, Nikki.
Okay,
so
Mary, you said,
Waving.
Yeah, AJ was waving.
Auntie Mary, you said that I can watch Hamilton on what, Disney Plus?
Disney Plus. It's streaming on Disney Plus.
No, leave it alone, AJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
AJ,
All right.
leave it alone. Leave it alone.
So while we're waiting for Nikki to bring the
And
kids,
I did, Jojo, I did send Wendy the link, but she hasn't come on yet, huh?
No, she was trying to put it on her phone, Zoom on her phone. So hopefully she did it
there
right.
she
Oh,
is.
there's Morgan and Langston.
There's Morgan.
They're on mute though. Morgan, unmute so you can say hi.
There you go.
Hi.
Tell us who you are. Introduce yourself.
Hi. Hi, I'm Morgan.
Oh,
Hi,
wow.
Winston.
And who's your mom and dad?
This is my
That's great. That's great. Oh, wow. Oh, this has been so great. How would he write that? Everybody was making a thing, and I thought,
Okay, so Nikki, we went around the horn talking about a couple of things. One of them was what's going on in California. Let's share with us about what's new in your life. What's going on in California?
Look at me.
Residents,
Not much is new. Same old. We start school next week or a week and a half.
In person?
9 days. 9 days. No, virtual, but it starts back up. So we're getting ready for that. And Morgan had a concert this morning for her.
Hey, stop.
All right. All right. Oh.
It went really well. She sang, ironically, she sang I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton, the Whitney Houston version. And today's Whitney's birthday.
Okay.
Wow, birthday.
All right now. My little
And-
cousin sang.
And we talked about what do we miss most with the COVID-19.
What do you guys miss?
This is what she wanted him to do. Start doing.
Like, yeah, being in
my
quarantine.
friends, like being able to like actually touch and hug people.
Hugs and her friends, yeah.
And what do you miss, Nikki?
The movies, going to the movies.
That was big. Everybody missed that. That was big.
Yeah.
And Marquise, what do you miss?
I miss being able to go to restaurants normally and not get
That was another big one.
little to-go salt and peppers. I'm like, just give me the salt and pepper shaker.
That's true.
Oh, I wish you could.
And I'm tired of it, to be honest.
I wanted some pepper. I was like, can I have some pepper?
And Dre, what do you miss?
I've lost like 3 masks at this point, so I'm also tired of wearing masks.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Before
Speaking of masks, I was at Walmart off of Cobb Parkway, and I was walking down, and the ambulance, they were all through this one aisle, and a lady had passed out because she passed out from wearing her mask. She was like out of breath. She couldn't breathe. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
So I don't miss the mask.
I'm sure there was some
Oh,
other
he has a
issues
beard
in that.
now?
Well,
Nicole, you're a doctor. Can you pass out from? Can you pass out?
Oh no, it was an older lady. We don't. They were trying to figure out if it was her mask or not, but they know she had her mask on at the time.
Well, you know, you got a choice, Dre. You can either almost pass out from wearing your mask, or you can almost pass out from the virus. So which one you gonna choose?
No, I'm saying I have my mask on. I'm saying
I'm just saying, you know, which one you
You can either almost pass out from wearing the mask or almost die from.
I mean, you know, which one do you want to do? You know, you may not come back from the virus, but you might come back to just the mask.
I'm back for passing out.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
Girl, you know not to say too much.
Well, my team is about to win, people.
We watching too.
Are you really?
What team? San Antonio.
San Antonio Spurs.
I'm gonna call you back because we're doing a family Zoom.
Cora, you
I'm gonna
know
call you right
you
back.
have no chance. You know that, right?
Tell us how you really feel, Norman.
The San Antonio Spurs have
That has been my team for years.
I love
Excuse me, Lakers. Carl, y'all talking all kind of nonsense going on. It's all about the Lakers going on. You know it's all about the Lakers.
But I love San Antonio.
Oh, they cheered for San Antonio Spurs.
I mean, you can root for them. Look at Norman.
Oh Lord, he went and got the jersey.
I just got 2 words. I got 2 words. LeBron James.
Yes.
I like
LeBron James.
You know, I like
all right.
But I love San Antonio.
I hear you, but man, they got no shot.
You know
They got
what?
no shot.
That's okay. Tell them
They have done their thing. They have done their thing, and they will again one day. You know, they don't care. That's why I like them.
Wait,
okay.
Uncle Norman. So I'm like new to this. I didn't know you can scroll and see everybody. So I've been just seeing who's speaking and then popping up on the screen.
Me too.
Yeah, brave.
I didn't know you could swipe and see
I even knew that.
Oh, yeah, if you're on your phone,
I didn't know that.
Gallery mode.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Don't feel bad, cousin. I ain't either. I'm new to this stuff, baby. Please, don't feel bad. Oh, look here. I ain't know either. I'm still trying to figure out how y'all typing. How you typing these messages in here on the screen? How are y'all doing that?
It's in the chat function.
I told you guys to do some test runs so you could get used to it. Hey, speaking of spouses, where's Jermaine?
One thing you
Nicole?
know I miss with
Where's
all this
Jermaine?
corona going on is being able to cough or sneeze.
Nicole, is Jermaine there? Can he stick his head in and say hi?
That's so true. People be giving you the side eye just from a regular cough or sneeze, and you're like, "Can I just like?"
Well, that doesn't make you guys feel uncomfortable when somebody doesn't have a mask on and they start coughing.
I
and
mean,
sneezing?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I give them space.
I do too.
Like, no, you stay over there.
I say for real.
Okay, so we got like 15 minutes left. The worst, the worst incident in the COVID-19 age.
I'll start. The worst incident was when it first started, and you know you had to wear your gloves. and all that. My mom threw her gloves across my car in front of my face when we got back in the car from the store. That was the worst experience. She threw the Corona all across my face.
Well,
goodness.
I'll tell you the worst situation for me during the Corona was when I tried to get up off of my bed and I could not move right and left. I was laid out flat.
Yeah,
They called
true
the fire
story.
to pick me
True
up.
story. That is a true story.
That's scary.
Wow, that's
Who is this gentleman here? This handsome gentleman in the t-shirt.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jermaine.
I'm Jermaine,
Hey.
Nicole's husband.
right. All right.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you
Again.
Glad to see you, man.
Oh, okay.
So where's Elizabeth, Marquise? Can I get her to stick it? Tell her to say hi.
We got like a 1 second.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
To make a long story short, I am Elizabeth. And
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I have 2 little ones with Marquise. Which is short, long.
That's right. That's right.
You know, it's interesting how shy people become when the camera's on.
The camera, huh?
She's always like that. She just makes things awkward.
All right.
Anybody else? Worse?
I believe for me, since the coronavirus, I had to be up in the hospital. You know, my breathing, I have my lung problem is so bad that I'm susceptible to catching pneumonia a lot. So you know, I have to be on the and I was in there for 30 days. That's why I say everybody go to the hospital, go catch COVID, because the COVID is in the hospital. And there was the worst 30 days, I swear. It was the worst 30 days. I was isolated and couldn't do this, and I was just crazy.
Let me see you.
That was my worst episode, yeah.
All right.
My
go ahead.
My worst one was the grocery store. No toilet paper.
Oh my
running out of food. I was kind of scared. I was like, what's going on?
Me too, Trey. Me too.
Yeah.
It looked like a war zone had come through, and you looked around, the shelves was empty, and you know it was saying, "Well, what's going on?" You know.
No Clorox wipes was a big one in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clorox wipes or Clorox bleach?
Clorox wipes. Clorox wipes.
Wipes.
Yeah.
You got to Clorox wipes everything with the kids, and no Clorox wipes was terrible. I will say.
It was scary. I'm really kind of
You really basically had to humble yourself. If you used to Northern and all that type of toilet paper, you just had to use what they had.
For real.
Well, everything kind of worked. But you know what, Norman? I have to admit, you know, you would think that would have made a lot of people frantic and, you know, just want to fight people and stuff, but it made people really, really nice to each other, you know?
No.
Not around these parts.
Although sometimes people.
Well, okay.
I think it depends on where you at.
Here.
I told Mama to go downstairs. She said, I know it.
I was gonna say the hard thing for us was having baby girl and like the restrictions at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
And like all my appointments I had to go by myself. Like Akeem couldn't go when we had her. It could only be us. Nobody could go to the hospital, and just going through all that was kind of it was different. It was different and kind of hard. So we were doing the ultrasounds by phone. Yeah, I would duo him in so he could see, and it was just different.
Yeah.
It kind of made you feel like you were by yourself when you really wasn't.
You know, it's funny. You take something like that for granted. You know.
Yeah. We had a scare, and we went to the maternity place, and they told us, they were like, "Oh, if you're not in labor, he has to leave." I was like, "What? What you mean he got to leave?"
Okay, so
go back to the car. Like, that's crazy. So it was weird.
So Nicole, what's the worst out there?
Just people being non-compliant with the rules. You know, if people were more compliant, then we could probably progress a little bit more on getting things open and people back to work and everything. But no, you know, people don't follow the rules, and that's the biggest thing.
Also, there's kids, they like go to the like park or like they go out. I think it's better, but then they're on the sidewalk and they're all like in groups and stuff, but nobody has like masks on, so then everybody gets sick. But they think it's okay because they're all like like all younger, so they think it's like fine and they'll just get over it and stuff like that.
Speaking of younger, Mary, tell them about the scene we saw at the movie theater last night. We drove through town.
Oh yeah, Jacqueline, Norman, you guys remember the main event at the movie theater over at AMC?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We went for a drive last night, and I mean, there were just tons of kids outside.
Middle school, high school kids.
Yeah. All in clusters, not a single mask anywhere inside.
Yeah.
It resembled a protest march or something.
So it's like,
no, because protesters wear masks.
No masks. There were no masks.
Yeah, and they probably didn't have masks on inside either. So the inside is bowling and arcade games and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, you know.
Wow.
There were so many kids. It was like hundreds.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, I saw that there was a protest for anti-masks. Like the anti-maskers were protesting, but some of them were wearing masks actually.
What?
Yeah.
That is retarded.
I was having a work day, so I moved to Long Beach, California, but I originally lived in Orange County, which is less diverse, just more conservative. And I remember one day I got off of work and I had a whole bunch of friends texting me, asking me like, was everything okay and whatnot. And I really didn't understand why. And then I went on to, I just go on to Google and I type in Huntington Beach, and there's like a weekend period where there are these massive protests at Huntington Beach on the beach. It was like 10 minutes away from where I lived, and people were protesting against the virus. And I'm not really sure how you protest the virus, but
I was gonna say, how do you do that?
Had signed protesting against COVID, a lot of things. I don't know. I think it was the first time I realized that one of the proponents about the United States, our democracy, and giving people rights, and the ability to make choices. I remember that when the virus hit countries like India and New Zealand and parts of Europe, they went straight into a lockdown. You couldn't go out in the streets, you couldn't do anything. And I was like, wow, that's so
yeah, that's their son.
All they have to do is, give people masks and tell them to social distance. And then I saw how, things like you can educate some people and you can tell them, you can give them all this information.
Yeah.
But I think that's, I don't think that's the right choice. So it was a real interesting thing to see, right where I lived, see people protest the virus, as if it's political, or the virus is going to see the protest and be like, I think you're right. Yeah. It was crazy to me. I mean, they were really, calling it a hoax and just a lot of different things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like that before.
Wow. Say that to the 160,000 people that have passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.